Good evening, good morning, good night, good... what have I missed out? Good day, good things, good times, good peoples, good kisses, good hugs, good adipose, and good gracious, it's not time for another adipose Simpsons tapped out stream, is it? Well, hey to everyone in the stream. Lovely to see you on another wonderful little Saturday night. So those of you commenting on the new logo, yes, I hope you like it. Designed by my lovely wife, TheAdiposeTV, and we've been chatting about it for the last few days. Basically, we're branching out a little bit on the TheAdiposeTV, and we're thinking about kind of getting into some, I don't know, cool little things like kind of merchandise related or website related and blog related, and just kind of expanding out a little bit in terms of other things that we've kind of been producing. And we love our little Addy, but of course he is based on a Doctor Who logo, or a Doctor Who character, I should say, and so we want to be kind of squeaky clean on the kind of legal basis. What we've done is we've kind of designed our own little character. So this is a pose, and if you head over to my channel, you'll see we've got, and this is Addy Pose, and then Clary Pose has got instead of a bow tie, she's got a little bow, and then we've got a little baby Pose as well, who's obviously gender yet to be decided. It's quite cute. This is our little design, and we like it. And yes, it's a little bit green, and it looks a little bit like a I can see you guys in the stream chatting. It looks a little bit like a grape or a pea or whatever, but it's a pose. It's not supposed to be anything like referring to anything else. It's our own little character, our own little design, and we're going to stick him on. We're going to stick him on badges that we can give away in various things, and he'll appear on thumbnails, and he'll just generally be cute and awesome. Kinda like you. Alright, I haven't actually checked my webcam today, so we will head across and see how my face is looking today. Whoa! That's different. That is different. Let's fix that up right away. That's because the screen is shooting on there quite a lot, and I haven't even fixed the white balance. There we go. Oh, yes. Yeah. Some people spend hours and hours in the tanning salon, but myself, I just turn up the white balance and let the glow come to me. Let the glow come to me, come to you. Tonight, we have some exciting stuff for you. We have a city to show off from last week's competition winner, Dava 7, who we're going to be having a good look around their city. In fact, they are here as well. We are going to be having a special guest joining us in the second half of the stream, who is our resident, I don't know how to call her, our resident bard, our sonnet writer, our stream recorder, Wookie, ladies and gentlemen, will be joining us live on the stream, live in the earphones, live to you. We're going to be having a good chat about Simpsons, the game, Tapped Out, looking at today's designs. So I'm really looking forward to interviewing him, because his little records of the show always make me laugh. So I'm expecting it to be a highly entertaining little conversation, and you'd better be doing so too. And you better give him a good welcome. Okay, when he comes on the show, I want to see arms going up and bowing and stuff like that. You've got 20 minutes to work out how you're going to do that in a text message form. So work it out. You are also going to get the opportunity, my friends, to be famous, because I am going to open the vault. Bang. Which means every 5 minutes you are earning yourself 1 Addy Gold. And later in the show we're going to do a raffle, and the winner of that raffle will get their city, the whole of their city, shown off in next week's stream. So I do hope you're going to be part of that. Now, I've been sitting on these kind of things, for quite a while now, these little kind of giveaway cards, and I don't want to kind of have them as like a... I don't want to be teasing, and I want to. Like I said, I've used them to help the stream grow. We hit 150 once. We haven't got near it since. So I kind of figure, you know what? Let's just make it a weekly giveaway. I'm going to go out of my hand. I'm going to go out my way to plug it a bit harder. But I think tonight, let's do it. Let's do a £10 or $10 giveaway. So what this is, we'll do that right at the end of the show, and it's going to. So that's an incentive to stay out to the end. Are we going to do a second Addy Gold raffle? And it'll be for I will try and get you a voucher for your currency and your for your store. I'll do my best. If not, I'll just send you $10 by PayPal. So you'll need kind of a PayPal account. But we will be doing a giveaway later on in the show to get you guys some completely legal donuts for your town. So basically, whichever store you're in, I will look around on the web and I'll try and get you a store of your own. Failing that, if you've got PayPal, I'll wire you $10 and then you can convert that to your own currency and do whatever the hell you want with it. Now, if you could do me a little favor though before we get too far in this, I'm just going to head over to my Twitter and I'm going to tweet out that I am streaming, and I would very much like it and I would appreciate it if you would do the same. Simpsons tapped out live, big exclamation mark, donut, oh I spelled donut wrong, that's embarrassing, donut giveaway, exclamation mark, twitch.tv/TheAdiposeTV. Would you do me a favor, my friends? Would you retweet that for me? That's at TheAdiposeTV. Find that tweet, send it to the universe, and get them here to join us for what promises to be an hour of fun and frolics. Tonight's building. Well, is it a building or is it a ride? It's the Tunnel of Love. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're heading over to Krustyland tonight, and we are going to be getting crusty with our tunnels because we will be trying to see what we can do with this lovely little ride that came out from the Valentine's update a couple of months ago. January, February, March, April. Yes, a couple of months. And I've got some great designs to show you tonight. I'm very much looking forward to it, and I hope you're looking forward to it as well. And if you're not, get out. Okay, let's go and check out though last week's competition winner. This is Dava 7. They won one of our little Addy Gold raffles that we have, and we're going to spend 5 minutes poking around their town, having a little look, seeing what's good, seeing what's bad. You guys, you have an important job here. You need to help me out. You need to tell me what you like, you need to tell me what you don't like, but you need to do it in a nice, kind, respectful way. So, you know, we always have a lovely atmosphere on these shows, and it would be great if we carried on, if we continued that. So, by all means, tell him or her, sorry, I don't know the gender, some things that you'd like to see improve, but also let's point out some great things as well. So let's head in. He's level 39, so we're going to be right. We've got an end game kind of content here, which is great. Just spotted Connor's comment there. Yes, the lovely little ride which came from the blasted wheel of hatred. Oh yes, I remember those wheels. Okay, but we'll talk about the Tunnel of Love a little bit later. Right now we're talking about Dava, who says to us, welcome. Do you remember we did splash zones last week? Do you remember we did, like, you know, the first thing people see when they come into the stream, into the towns, and we got it. It's welcome. Load of benches written out with hedges. Very, very nice indeed. Let's start over here. Let's work our way around. A little bit of a Squidport. Squidport's still on the way, as we can see. Just starting to get some buildings in place. Oh, and a nice collection of slightly kind of rustic houses, and the Guinea Pig Centre kind of works there because it's got that lovely kind of little dirt path outside there, which is great. It has that really, and they work nicely as a kind of string of buildings, one after the other. A little bit of a forest section around it, and of course a bit of a pineapple in there. I like it. I approve. And nice to see people making good use of, like, Christmas decorations after the event. I've seen a few people now using reindeers as one of Cletus's like pets or that thing, and it always works nicely when they do. There's some of our love decorations. We've got so this is kind of like health zone. I'm always a big fan of kind of zoning Springfields, and I commentate on it quite a reasonable amount. So here we've got the mental hospital, we've got the retirement castle, the hospital itself, and the doctor's practice all in one. And just and just in case you didn't quite get the message, Mr. Burns' funeral coffin is there, who obviously didn't quite make it from the event. Nice little kind of residential area here. I think we could do a little bit more in terms of vegetation, in terms of the gardens. Let's come across. And lovely to see that you've got all your townspeople doing things. I think everyone there has got a task, and they're out and about doing it. So Dava's clearly taken some time to make sure everything is everyone is busy and looking their best. That's interesting. We've got the dumpster there. I've never seen that before. That's the ice plough pushing the dumpsters around. I assume that's what the kind of animation there is meant to be, kind of like pushing them along, trundle, 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 or rather than kind of parked behind. Either way, I like it. It's different. It's distinctive. It kind of looks like he's kind of pushing them into kind of place, or maybe almost like kind of like nuclear canisters and things like that. 'Cause it's kind of next to the nuclear plant, which works nicely. Oh, I do love a little train. I think this area doesn't look completely finished though. I think we need a a kind of fence around it and things like that. I assume this is house farming, so I won't spend too long on that. I like the use of trees to kind of line the left and right hand side of buildings. It stops things kind of looking kind of too square. We've got a little park. Now, a few people have been asking me about parks, and that's definitely something we're going to be doing very soon in the stream. In fact, if I just pause onto Lava for a second, one thing I'm going to start doing is I'm going to code the bot. I'm going to code the bot to be able to take votes. Okay, we have like raffles. We never have votes. So what I'm going to do is at the end of each show, we'll do a vote for what you want next week's show to be on. So I'll kind of come up with maybe 3 things for you guys to choose from, and then we'll just go democracy. You know, everyone gets a vote. You choose 1, 2, and 3, and then whichever one wins will be next week's show, which I think is a lovely way of kind of being interactive and you guys having a direct effect on what's happening on the screen. So what we'll do is we'll shortest track ever, religious zone. Yeah, so definitely come and check. So we'll definitely get some votes going on for you guys to be able to choose what you want to see being designed. Yes, indeed, a little religious zone. Oh, Mr. Pix is still here. Crumbs, it's got to be late over there. What is it now, like 2 a.m. or something? God, that's hardcore. Burns' Manor, nice to see. Candy canes around there. I do think those 2 buildings, always go so well together. The Purple House and the Frinks' Lab, they just latch on brilliantly. Whether you put them behind or whether you put them to the side, they work really, really nice. Addy, can't you remember? Are you a Mark or a Mary? Huh? I don't know what you're talking about, mate. What have we got down here? The Knowledgearium, the various museums. You've got so many kind of characters around. It's lovely to see a town also go live. Oh, this is good. We did Springfield Downs a while ago in the show. In fact, was it even the show? Yeah, it was a live show. It was a live show, and that's a good one. That is a good one. You've either watched the show or you're just very inspired, because that's a good little Springfield Downs there. An extension of the residential zone here combined with some kind of town hall stuff. I think these are definitely buildings you could do a lot more with. I can see that you haven't unlocked all the land yet, and it takes ages. But these are definitely buildings that need a little bit more room to breathe. So as you get room, redesign this area and put some more kind of unique designs around. Ah, yes, Homer's graves. I've heard they've been about in Simpsons this week. I didn't know there were that many though. God, wow. How many times do people want to bury Homer? But good and lovely little city is coming along. You've got some nice little park decor. I like the way you've taken spaces out of your city to just put in some kind of designs like park designs and lake designs and things like that. I think they're often the little things that make a town look less crowded and more kind of organic. And I mean that both kind of symbolically and literally. Spacing them out, getting some greenery in there, and make it look like the kind of place that you want to live, which I definitely think you're well on the way to doing. And as you grow and as you get more land, just space out those important buildings. If you can get some more of the buildings, that's a nice. Did spot that one the first round. Nice, lovely entranceways there to those double restaurant or the restaurant zone, which is very, very cool. Spring break, says Mr. Pix. About to head to the airport. Oh, she's going to visit you. Fantastic. Yeah, if you can get some, get some room so you can give all of your buildings the same amount of treatment as that, then you're going to have an excellent city coming along there. So well done. Congratulations on winning Lava. Your town will be seen by the 108 people in the stream right now, and when it goes up on YouTube, at least another 1,000 people will see it as well. So an internationally famous district here, my friend. Thank you for letting me show your town, and I hope you enjoyed it, having it up on the screen. Well done, and good luck with your future designs. Very, very cool. Would you guys like to be featured on the show next week? You can be, and we're going to be doing a giveaway for that a little bit later on. Now, let me take you back In fact, let me take you over to my very, very sorry state of Krustyland. Mine's bad. Have I shown you my Krustyland before? It's truly, truly terrible. I started designing it when it first came along. Oh, we got a new follower. Thank you very much. I started designing it when it first came along, but then I got too much stuff and I wasn't able to keep up with the whole kind of supply and demand thing. Where on earth is my Krustyland entrance? Oh, there it is. There it goes. It's in there. I wasn't able to kind of keep up with the designing as the space it grew. So my Krustyland is a complete mess. Looks like we've got some people ranking the city there. Looks like a bit of a split opinion on it there. Some people liking it a lot, some people not so keen on it. Maybe it'll be interesting to find out why. But yeah, so my Krustyland basically kind of works with I've fenced off my trash, and then I've got kind of like a little restaurant zone here. Whoops. A little kind of restaurant zone here. I've got my kind of castle in place and all that kind of stuff, and then it basically kind of gets messy up here, and it's kind of to be designed. What I've kind of done is I have kind of spaced them out, like where I want them to be, and I'm going to put some kind of pathways around it if I ever kind of get around to it. I've kind of got everything where I want to be, but then I kind of need to put the paths and the bushes and the queues in front of them and things like that. But what we are talking about today is a ride called the Tunnel of Love. Now, this was from the Wheel of Oh My God. I don't think we can call it the Wheel of Fun or the Wheel of Love or the Wheel of Valentine's. It is simply and purely and will forever be known as the Wheel of Oh My God, because all you did was, do you remember the wheel? Let me remind you about the wheel. Let's recreate that pain and that suffering that we felt together, because oh my God, it was annoying. It was this wheel that you spun, and the first time you did it, it was fun because you got a prize. Whoa! Second time you did it, probably got a prize. Third time you did it, oh, got that one I'd already got. Never mind, spin it again. There we go, prize. 6 hours later, spin it again, prize. So by now you've got kind of 2 or 3 prizes left, and can you get those 2 or 3? You spin, and 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 spin until you get bloody sick of it, and then you lose all Valentine's love, and you just end up with misery, the wheel of misery, quite frankly. But this, if on the other hand you were far more patient than me and you fought your way through the wheel and you managed to get yourself to the point of success, the wheel of we found, I like Styles that one there, the wheel of we finally found something more annoying than whacking day. Yes indeed, the wheel of frustration. But if you managed to battle your way through the wheel, one of the things you could have got was this, which is the Tunnel of Love. And it has to be said, this is a very good building. It's Krustyland as well, which means it's a little bit rarer, an area that has been a little bit underlooked, getting a little bit more attention, which is good. And actually, to be fair to them, they don't give it regular updates, but they have now added quite a few things since the original Krustyland update. Normally, it tends to be kind of one per promotion. There was one in Christmas, there was one in Valentine's Day, and so on and so on. But it's a good animation. It's well decorated. It's an interesting kind of size and shape. It has a variety of kind of entrances to it, and it's distinctive. You know, you're not going to confuse it with the other rides or the other buildings you've got around. And I think the animation is great. I think the animation is a really nice one, and there's a whole variety of different things you can do with it, because, and this is a cool little thing that hopefully most of you know, but you may not have done, a lot of the Valentine's Day decorations which you had in your Springfield also work in Krustyland. So if you were having that problem at the end of the Valentine's Day promotion that you go, okay, great, I've got a load of fountains, I've got a load of pink benches, I've got a load of balloons, I've got a load of trees with hearts on, what the hell do I do now that it's not Valentine's Day? Then here is your answer. You can take them across to your Krustyland and put together a Tunnel of Love. Because think about it, I mean, what better than a theme park if you're going to have one area of something that's just going to be completely over the top decorations? It's just a shame you can't kind of bring some of the Christmas stuff over here and kind of do the same thing. But what we're going to be seeing tonight is people that have literally kind of put together a whole kind of like love section on their into their towns and really kind of put together something that you know you'd want to go and ride on, and also makes their Krustylands look really, really good as well. Okay, so that's Hayley Hula's design for the Tunnel of Love, and you can start to see the use of the decorations here, a nice little kind of queuing system, and a good introduction to our designs this evening. Right. I'm going to take a quick break, my friends. When I come back, we're going to do our first giveaway, which is making someone famous, and then our special guest will be joining us. See you in 60. Well, hello, my friends. We are back. Would you like to have your town shown off in my streams? Would you like Dava the Smart, like early in the stream, to have your 5 minutes of glory with your particular town, getting the people in the audience to go, I like what you've done there? Then come on, put yourself up for it, and let's see what we can do. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do right now is we are going to open up the raffle. This is the raffle in which the prize is to have your town featured next week. So if you enter this raffle, you need to be prepared to give me your origin and to add me before next week, and get your town looking good. Spend this week making it look awesome, and give us a real treat next week to come and have a look at it. If you have won before, you can now enter again, but what I would like you to do is to then direct me to either your Krustyland, because obviously looking at it today, or maybe perhaps your Squidport, so not perhaps your main town, but one of the other parts. So you can enter again, but obviously it'd be nice to get some kind of new people in there as well. So I'm going to open up the old raffle. Now let me explain how we do raffles in my show. You've been earning Addy Gold. So first of all, thing you need to do is check your Addy Gold. Do exclamation mark Addy Gold, and probably sometime in the next 30 seconds the bot will reply and he'll tell you how many Addy Gold you've got. Then you can buy as many tickets as you want up to the amount of Addy Gold you've got. So if you've got 40 Addy Gold, you can buy 10, 20, 30, 40, but not 50. And if you want to buy those tickets, you do exclamation mark raffle tickets space and then the number of tickets that you want. Okay, the number of tickets that you want. So exclamation mark raffle ticket space 40 for argument's sake. Mintoctopus, I can see your comments right there, so they are appearing on the stream, mate. So that's what you need to do to enter it. Now, of course, we are going to be doing a second giveaway later, so you might want to keep a little bit of Addy Gold back, but at the same time, why not go for it? Get yourself on the stream; it'll be great. There's lots of things you can do with Addy Gold. You can buy yourself a nickname color to go appear on the bottom screen here, or buy yourself an icon. They last. It's rent an icon or rent a color because they last for 30 days. And you see Sandwich King has got himself a color there, but not an icon. And hopefully you'll see. Hues of Blue there has actually got an icon and a mod symbol because he's extra important, and White Mask has got himself an icon there, so you can do stuff like that, and any other giveaways I do throughout the week, and I'm doing quite a few these days. My voice with old squeaky. You can bring along as well. But the other important thing is, if you're entering this raffle, you must be following TheAdiposeTV, my Twitch channel. The bot will not pick you if you're not. I'm going to leave the giveaway open for about 5 minutes or so. So if you need any reminders of the rules or you don't understand, if you could just ask Laura or M, Spellcaster or Hughes User Blue, who are my wonderful mod team, and they will help you out, and hopefully they'll check to make sure that if you've made any typos or anything, they will help you out as well. Now, here we are in Owenstown. Is Owen here tonight? Let me check. Is Owen here? I do not see Owen unless he's here under a different nickname. I really like this design. For me, it's it's quite small. It's quite compact. It's not one of the largest ones I have seen. However, it's a really nice Valentine's design. Very green and very serene. And I don't know about you, but in theme parks, let's face it, theme parks are often about queuing, aren't they? You have to you go to the theme park and you have to queue there for a long time. But they always do good things with the queues. They do things for you to look at. They do places for you to go, little kind of lakes for you to walk past, or maybe ponds and things like that. And that's kind of what I'm seeing in Owen's place. This isn't just a queue. This isn't just barrier. This is a little garden queue. You walk through the beautiful little archway. You go down along here. You go round by the bench. You come all the way across the front again, because you always do that in queues, don't you? You walk past someone, you come back and go, "Oh, hi, I saw you before, and you're still ugly. Hey, darling, I saw you again." That kind of thing. And then you come around here. You go past the little tree of love, and up you go into your little tunnel of love. And it looks great. So it's a really nice design. You've got some cheesy kind of, and this is possibly overdoing it, but you could never overdo this, because look, this is heart-shaped plants in the shape of a heart. Come on. Don't you wish you'd thought of that first? It's like loads of circles in the shape of a circle, or loads of squares in the shape of a square. Lots of hearts in the shape of a heart. Owen, you got there first. You are a genius, my friend. You are a genius. Shapes in the shape of a shape. Okay, and then you got the same on the other side, little benches around. The other really cool thing I like about this little design, this is not really to this one, is it extends slightly over here. So the kind of the love zone comes out into a kind of little garden kind of next to it. So he's kind of it's kind of making a kind of a themed area of his city. He's also got this wonderful 3D spectacular over here. But we'll be coming back. We'll be coming back to 3D spectaculars a little bit later on. But a lovely little elf land and stuff there. So, what do you think of Owen's Tunnel of Love? Do you want to give it a rating? What do you think? 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 1, 7.2. What do you think? Would you decorate your Tunnel of Love like this, or would you say no? This is wrong. Right, it's time for us to bring in our special guest, my friends. This is a man that I have mentioned a few times throughout our time on Simpsons live streaming. He does weekly write-ups of my shows, which I absolutely love. He's a massive part of the very popular Simpsons website, Addicts, the Tapped Out Addicts, and he's going to be joining us tonight for about 20 minutes. So he'll be also giving his comments on various little designs and things like that. This is the man, the creature, the orator, the speechwriter, the Wookie. I'm going to try and call him, and hopefully it'll work. Wookie, my friend, are you with us?
I am here.
Welcome to The Simpsons Tapped Out Live with the Adipose.
Excellent.
Greetings, guys. Would you mind giving your welcome to Wookie? Give him some hellos. And remember, I asked for bowing. I did ask for bowing. We'll have to see how they do in terms of the bowing and respect. But we'll see what kind of comes up. And if any of you guys could just let us know if the volume balance is between us, that would be great. So Wookie, tell us about yourself. How long have you been playing the game? How are you involved with it? Give us a little biography of the man they call Wookie.
So obviously huge Star Wars fan, but October 2012, found the game about a week after it started, and been playing ever since. Through the site that shall not be named, I met some great people, including Bunny, Alyssa, Drew Dabble, all the people over at TO UK, and through a complete accident started blogging for it, and that's been going since August of last year.
By accident? How does that happen? Just whoops, I put pen to paper again? Or?
It's kind of the site that shall not be named goes down and other sites get started, and somebody likes my 2D. Alyssa said, "Hey, I want you to do 2D," and then kind of wrangled me in to write other stuff, and there you go. That's me just doing it, enjoying myself, having the time of my life, I suppose.
So how many articles do you think you've written? So which site? Give yourself a little plug. Which site is it you work on, and what do you do on that site?
So tstoaddicts.com, one of the blogs out there. Of course, I'm biased and I think it's the best.
Of course.
So on there, I do 2D. We do design. If when new stuff comes out, we tell you exactly where it comes from in the show. All sorts of stuff. I wrote about happiness this week. I've written about spots of time in British literature. I'm just me and Bunny are the crazy people, and Alyssa is the calm mom of the two of us, and we just enjoy ourselves. Try to have a lot of fun and keep it in focus. It's just a game.
Sounds great. Well, while we're chatting tonight, I'm gonna keep us looking through the various designs of the Tunnel of Love. So if you keep an eye on the stream, so you know so you can see what I'm looking at. This is Sandwedge King's Tunnel of Love, and I mentioned 3D designs a minute ago in the other one we were at, and this is taking it to the next level. This is a forest with a tower in it. No, maybe make that 3 towers. It's going to take me a while to kind of show you all of this, but basically, I think you start around here. You walk through this wonderful little walkway of trees as you start to walk past all the kind of pink benches and pagodas and all that kind of stuff. We've got perhaps one you didn't even notice there, but a statue with a bit of 3D cleverness to make it look like it's on a pedestal. Past all of the love fountains, a nice bit of 2D designing there. In fact, Wookie, why don't you tell us what you mean by 2D? Because I've just got a big heart on the screen there, but what do you mean by a 2D design?
So 2D is just taking the decorations and making a picture, like saying, hey, I want Darth Vader in my town. 3D is when someone amazing like this takes those decorations and fools your eye into believing that, instead of a 2D image, you're actually looking at it elevated, and this is gorgeous.
So 2D is making a picture, essentially, of using the decoration. So what have what have you done? What have you put up on Addicts, or what have you done in your town? Like, what's been your favourite kind of 2D designs?
Of course, there's that Wookie in the center of my town. That it was one of my first, but I've done Yoda, Darth Vader, comic book guy. There's so many. There's great 2D artists like all over. I consider myself one of the lesser of them, but there's just a lot of stuff on our site, and we give props to other great 2D artists out there. And then, of course, we do 3D like this too.
And one of the wonderful things I think about the Tapped Out community as a whole is just how kind of friendly and ready to help each other everyone is. If someone finds a good design, we show it off, and no one gets kind of possessive. It's all just about kind of like, hey, well done for doing that, mate. Here's let us plug it for you, or things like that. It's good to see everyone's kind of work celebrated. And you can see here that Sandwich King has this wonderful stairway that goes past the concession stands where you must spend your money, past even more concession stands where you will spend any money that you have left, and then just before you're about to have a rage from having no money left at all, you get into the Tunnel of Love, which is at the highest point of this particular tower. Really, really well done. Designed, distinctive, memorable. What do you think, guys? Give it a ranking from 1 to 10. Wookie, I'm going to put you on the spot. How would you? Oh, he's gone. I said he's just put me on hold. Oh no, he's come back. Hello.
No, sorry, somebody called me. Of course.
What do you think? What grade would you give that then?
11 out of 10, of course.
Oh wow, numerically impossible, but quite spectacular. So tell us about these little write-ups you do of the stream after each stream. How did that all start, and why did you do it? And what's that? Tell us about it.
I think basically I was on the stream one day and you were saying stuff and I was laughing to myself, and then realized you probably don't realize what you say sometimes.
No, I don't.
It's really easy when you're talking to not realize that you said stuff. So I'm always somebody that if I like somebody, I like to poke fun and hope that they'll enjoy it. So I wrote the notes just kind of to tease you, to be honest. And then other people enjoyed them, so I don't mind. I like to write, obviously. So
well, you've actually started a bit of a trend as well, because I now have a few other lovely I don't know what to call them, members of the Fat Cell, who have started tweeting my phrases from other streams as well. Not in the kind of like blog format of yours, but I now have some people that are tweeting my comments back at me, and it's true. I don't know what I say half the time, so I go back through it, kind of chuckling, because I'm almost kind of seeing half of these comments for the first time, and although sometimes I'm reading them and going, oh my god, I didn't say that, did I? So, boys and girls, I'm going to be closing the raffle in about 60 seconds, okay? So if you want to get featured on next week's show, this is your last opportunity to do so. Exclamation mark, raffle ticket, space, the number of tickets you want. Make sure you're following the channel. I'm going to close the giveaway in... Sorry, not the giveaway. I'm going to close the prize to have yourself featured in next week's show in about 60 seconds. So last opportunity. Right, let me take you across to someone I've never featured before on this particular stream. This is Bluestem2722, who I added from the... Oh, I'm going to get this one wrong. I think this is from the Tapped Out forum. Apologies if I'm wrong. TSTO forum. Sorry if I got that one wrong, but I think that's where I met them. Great design, and we're going to have a little look at it. So, Wookie, I'm going to put you on the spot here again. Simpsons or Star Wars?
How about both?
No.
Honestly, I'm a Star Wars geek through and through. I have been forever. Simpsons comes in very, very close, and put the two together, and I'm in like Nirvana.
So, what do you think of the reboots? Oh no, sorry, not the reboots. The episode 1, 2, and 3, and obviously they've been. It's been sold to Disney, hasn't it? Is it Disney they've been sold to?
It is. It's Disney now.
Are you happy or concerned?
You know, I actually have a lot of faith in the Disney guys. With J.J. Abrams directing and knowing the sheer like money that could be made from it, I'm always like, if somebody can make tons and tons of money, they should know better than to run it. So
this is true. And Disney tends to have, you know, there's something, I know that it's their marketing, but there is something kind of special about a Disney movie or magical about a Disney movie, and sometimes it's hit and miss, but they more or less tend to pull, you know, get it right. So I definitely think that there's going to be some good stuff coming.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, fine. You go for it. What are you going to say, mate?
I was going to say, of course, rumor this week is that Peter Mayhew has signed on to play Chewbacca in Episode 7, so I'm very, very stoked.
Very cool. So this is our design from Bluestem. Again, he's using the Valentine's decorations to great effect, as we kind of have these fountains leading us up to the ride itself. As I can see, Bunny Dud there getting very upset about Jar Jar. Are you a Jar Jar fan?
I don't hate him, but the movies probably could have been better without him.
So then it comes through these lovely little archways here, which of course is a great entranceway to a tunnel of love. And then, I don't know if you can call this 2D art or what, but the whole thing is encapsulated in a pair of hearts. You've got flowers making a big heart design, and then outside that you've got the palm trees kind of outlining the whole thing. And then that's kind of in a forest as well. So it's very kind of agricultural again. But it's romantic. Wouldn't you just love to go and visit that? I think it's a really, really cool little design. And the fact that he's got the walkways kind of leading into it as well shows that it's kind of a decorative and a kind of practical design as well, which kind of works really, really nicely. And if you're wanting to get into 2D art, then in Simpsons Tapped Out, then doing something, you know, kind of just laying down flowers in a certain shape is probably quite a simple place to start before you start moving on to the complexities of the Walkmaster that we have here. Right, let's go. Oh, and we better do our giveaway. Right, okay. So I am closing the raffle right now. Do you guys want to give good old Bluestem a ranking here? What do you think? 1 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Give us your ranking in the chat, and we'll have a little look. Closing the raffle right now. Just trying to see if Bluestem is with us. Not necessarily. Let's start the old. We've sold. Wow, we've sold 1,564 tickets for this particular prize. People want to get their towns up on the screen, which is great to see. I'll start the old tombola. It looks like some people are so desperate to get featured that they've actually entered twice. Do you want to give us a countdown, Wookie, in a suitably Star Warsy style voice, and I'll pick the winner?
A countdown.
Wait till you are to be a winner on Ali's Fat Sale.
I don't know.
That's good. No, I like it. Okay. Well done. Okay, so although it was a little bit Yoda / Miss Piggy.
Well, they are both done by Frank Oz originally.
It's true, and it's very easy to slip from one to the other. You know, Kermit, use the Force. It's tricky. Anyway, let's pick our winner. Next week, we are going to be showing off the almighty town of... Oh, yeah! Steve-O! Congratulations! Steve-O bought an absolutely colossal amount of tickets in this particular one, so it's no wonder he won 580 tickets. So well done, Steve. Congratulations, mate. You will be featured next week, so get in contact with me. We'll make sure you're on my Origins friends list, and we will show you off next time. Well done. Looking forward to it. So you've got a week to get your town looking absolutely spectacular before Addy comes to visit. Oh, I like that phrase. I should start doing that. Addy coming to visit. Right. Where else am I going to go? Right, we're going off to Ricky Pramo. So what do you think, have you been involved in this new Family Guy game at all? Because I know lots of people have been talking about it, and it's been quite a source of controversy over on tappedout.co.uk. Some people saying, get it off our site. Other people kind of saying, what's the problem? Where do you stand on this one?
I'm not playing it myself. I have laughed at Family Guy, but I'm definitely a Simpsons guy. But we definitely have a sister site, for addicts that is covering it, and Alyssa and Bunny are taking care of that. So... there are people really interested in it, and I've heard good things, I've heard bad things. For me, because I have friends working on it, I really won't bash it or anything, but it's just not my cup of tea.
I haven't played it, so I'm completely neutral on it as far as it goes. I don't watch Family Guy. I've got nothing against it, I just don't really watch TV, really, unless it's Modern Family. I love Modern Family, it's awesome, but sadly they haven't made a Modern Family Tapped Out. But no, if people are enjoying it, that's great. What do you guys think in the chat? Are you a fan of the Family Guy one or not? Do let us know. So this is Bumblebee Man / Ricky. We're heading over to his Krustyland, which, as we can see, is not quite finished. However, somewhere we've got a nice little tunnel of love, and I'm always a fan of people combining buildings, and this is a combination of the tunnel of love with the happy little elves in Pandaland, and he's put it together using the Valentine's decorations with the with the tunnel of love itself, and I think it's just a really nice creative use of decorations, because I think sometimes I feel that people kind of throw decorations kind of at the floor and just kind of to see what sticks and just go more, whoa, too much, and but this one, I think everything's been kind of placed nicely. I really like the way you can kind of walk through the literal tunnel of love. See what I did there? I see what you did there. Walk through the little tunnel of love, and you've got the benches around, little picnic area, little kind of bandstand for people to kind of stand on. And I think it just is a really, really nice design, and again, the kind of thing that you'd actually get in a theme park. Wookie, what do you think about this one?
That's actually really neat. I did the same kind of thing, putting those two rides together, and I do like. Decorations are great, but you can't do too much. Otherwise, my brain just goes crazy with ADD. I like how it's kind of Spartan, and they use them to effect rather than just sheer volume.
Yeah, it's something it's really hard to kind of learn. I mean, I'm sure you can learn it, but I find when I'm decorating things, I'm always kind of thinking, oh, go on then, I'll put a dustbin in there, or go on then, I'll put a bit of fence, rather than kind of picking out exactly where they should go and kind of what works best. Give it a good chi, but I think our little friend Bumblebee Man here has done a really good job. So well done to you, sir. Now the feedback from the chat says, not really a fan of Family Guy. I think some of it is better than Tapped Out. The concepts are better, says Epic Man. Rock Band Rocker says Family Guy game is all right, but it is a Tapped Out clone. Mint Octopus says, please play Chewbacca, Wookie.
I'm trying to. Is that what they wanted?
I think they mean in the movies. I think they actually want you to take the role. I think they want you to write in.
Yeah, I'd be the short Wookiee though. I'm only 6'4".
Maybe you could be one of those ones from like the Star Wars Christmas with like the scary teeth. Right.
I think we might be under the rare few that have actually seen that.
Yes, I'm rather sad that I have. Do yourselves a favour, guys. Don't search for it. You will regret that you did. What do you think about Tapped Out in general, Wookie? I mean, obviously it's been going now 2 years? No, coming up, no, a year and a half. It's gone through a lot of characters, and you're obviously part of a major kind of blogging website on Tapped Out. Is there still life in the game yet, or do you think it's coming towards And is it running out of ideas? I mean, how do you feel about the state of the tapped out address? Go for it.
I mean, if EA handles this game right, it really could last forever. Like, just from the start, there with any program, there's going to be some good stuff, there's going to be some bad stuff. But seriously, there's new content all the time. You can play the game for free and still have fun. You can decorate in the game. And then on top of that, there's all these amazing forums where we meet all these different people from all over the world. And I just think it's great. Like, I really hope it lasts forever. But if anybody's counting on, the game lasting beyond their death at an old age, I don't know. I'd like to say that would happen for them, but I mean, the shelf life of an online game is 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
So
So we've got about 6 months left, approximately, but or more. But we'll certainly enjoy the ride as it's going.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
I think it'll last for a while longer.
We're going to go for a quick 60-second break, and then when we come back, I've got couple more cities to show you, and that all-important gift card giveaway. So we'll see you in 60. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. This is Wolfman's Tunnel of Love. Soak it in, boys and girls. Soak it in. What do you think? That's good. That's got to be a good design. I mean, you can see that obviously Wolfman here had maybe 1 or 2 decorations left over after Valentine's Day, and decided he was going to try and get them all in. But I think he's done it in a really good way. I mean, look at the symmetry here, and look at the the different kind of the pathways. You've got various tunnels kind of leading to the ride itself. We've got the cotton candy around the back. I mean, it's ridiculously pink. But I don't know. But I look at that and actually kind of think, that's a theme park. You can see, can you picture the hand of Walt Disney putting that together, and I just really like it. I mean, maybe I've been kind of biased on this one, but I think it's a really good way of putting in all the decorations you can and showing off the ride at the same time, and having all those. One thing I do like about Krustyland is all those characters kind of walking around having a good time. It reminds me of the old theme park game on PC. If you guys have ever played that one, probably showing my age with that one. But what do you think about that one? Oh, the ratings are coming in together. Someone seems to be shouting my eyes, so maybe they're not so keen on it. But Laura's giving it a 10 out of 10. Hughes is giving it, saying, the pink. I assume he's talking about the design, but you never can be sure with Hughes. So, it's destroying my lovely blueness, says Hughes. My God, it's so big, says Skyfall TSTO. Right, Wookie, Easter's coming up. What do you think? What have you got? Any predictions, or have you got any inside knowledge? I mean, what do you think's coming for Tapped Out?
Jeebus. If you'd asked me last week, I would have said Whacking Day. Of course, there's these images that have been popping up from some players with a bunny, and of course, Bunny on my side is going crazy, hopping around, driving us all literally out of our minds. Where I want EA to do it just so she'll shut up.
Was that a pun? Was that a pun about Bunny hopping around, or was that she actually hop around?
She is definitely an exciting individual to have in your life. So she knows I love her, but yeah, she can be a little cray-cray sometimes.
Do you recognize the design on the screen, sir?
Oh, wow. I hear that guy sucks.
I disagree. This is the man himself, Wookie's little design here, and as you can see, we've got crammed right into the edge of the park. We have got 3 lovely little places here. What's going on with this design? It looks like a kind of a stage. Is this like a? In fact, this is, isn't it? It's like a like an audience facing a stage for some sort of kind of love show, I guess. If that doesn't sound dodgy.
I picture that as Krusty would pay these like horrible Shakespearean actors to say like love sonnets, while like 9 people could fit there would listen to it because they don't have anything better to do. So I don't know, but I saw bleachers made by this guy Shelf Cleaner that were really great, and I stole it 100%.
I don't know. All the best designs are ripped off from someone else, and just make sure you do it slightly better, and then no one can claim it as their own. But no, a lovely little design here. Oh, crazy little alien bins around here.
Yeah, well, it's the twirl and hurl, right?
Bart.
It's the Itchy and Scratchy Land episode, so it's just a little Simpsons nerd reference.
Oh, okay. So you're too cool for me, man.
I know, just maybe a little bit more of a Simpsons nerd.
All right, boys and girls, before we see our last tunnel of love of the day, let's get our final giveaway started. Okay, this is how this giveaway is going to work. First of all, good luck to everyone, and I will do my best with the prizes on this one. This is for a £10 or $10 or 10 whatever gift card for your game. I have a physical £10 English currency Google Play one here. I can do £10 English version through the Apple Store, and I think I could do American and some of the European ones. So whoever wins, whichever store you are in, I will try and give you approximately a $10 gift card so you can buy donuts with, so you can go and get some premium items to brighten up your town. If I can't get your local currency or your local store, then I will simply send you $10 via PayPal, and then you can, do whatever you want with it, and with love from the Adipose. And thank you for being here tonight and supporting the show. Same thing we're going to do again is going to be an Addy Gold giveaway. If you don't have PayPal, and if I can't do your store, then sorry, there's a disclaimer on it there. I will make a reasonable effort to get the prize to you. We did this a few weeks ago. Emsy won, and she got her lovely voucher. So I'm assuming everything will go fine. I'm just giving out. If I sounds like I'm being very cheeky here, I'm not trying to be. I'm just trying to give disclaimers just in case I can't do it. But if you're in America or the UK, I'll almost certainly be able to do it, and anything else we'll work on it. Again, this is gonna be for Addy Gold, and if you're living in Canada, I will definitely try and sort you out, KC. Although you don't need these. See this rival YouTuber's just coming in to my chat here. He's just chatting. He's causing trouble, talking about Canada. Ugh, disgraceful. So let's get it started. Let's open up the raffle. So same thing again. You could buy as many tickets as you want up until the amount of Addy Gold that you have remaining. So, for argument's sake, 50 Addy Gold, you can buy up to 50 tickets, ! Raffle ticket, space, the number of tickets you want, and of course, don't forget, you've got to be following the channel, okay? And we'll have this running for about the next 4 minutes. If anyone's got any questions, do ask my lovely mods, Laura M, Spellcaster, and Hughys, and they will try and help you out. But main two things: buy yourself some tickets, make sure you're following the channel, and then I will do my best to get a prize to you. Wookie, before we finish, first of all, thank you for joining us on the stream today. It's been fantastic. Do you want to give your little site or another little plug before you go, and tell us why we should visit?
Well, thanks for having me, Addy. It's been fun. tstoaddicts.com. Basically, I promise if you go there, you will see some craziness. You will see some legit Simpsons information, 3D, 2D, really whatever comes to our silly little brains. And honestly, we're just a happy little site that started from nothing, that's doing pretty well for itself, that just really enjoys this game and all the people that play it.
Okay, so there you go. There's your sales pitch, guys. I will just put the link for you in the channel for you to be able to see it there, just as a whoa. Let's not put that link in there though. Let's try to put a massive Google. Oh no, it's all gone wrong. Oh god, we've lost the chat. Oh god, no. Thank you, Google. Just as a quick disclaimer though, of course, there are many. There are a few Simpsons tapped out blogs around that are of good quality. However, Tapped Out Addicts, in my opinion, is definitely one of the best, and I do pop over there on a fairly regular basis, and it's definitely entertaining. There's definitely some weird and wacky stuff going on there, along with lots of updates and news about your favourite games, The Simpsons Tapped Out. All right, Wookie, thank you so much for joining us this evening. It has been a pleasure to have you here, and hopefully we'll have you again sometime.
Absolutely. A lot of fun.
Take care, mate. Goodbye.
All right. Later.
Guys in the chat, if you could perhaps pass a thank you Wookie's way, or maybe give him a quick whoop whoop, I'm sure he would appreciate it. It was an absolute pleasure to have him here tonight, and it'd be great to have some more tapped outers on the stream in the future, especially if people kind of know you, if you're kind of around on one of the blog sites and you'd like to be on the show, let me know, and I'm sure people would love to kind of hear from you, and we'll have a little similar chat. Okay, so the giveaway is still open, so get yourself buying some Addy Gold. Check your Addy Gold. This is for a donut giveaway in quotes, although it's for a gift card, but then you use that to buy the donuts, and ask the mods if you have any questions. All right. Final town, people. Final town. This is one Mastiff. This is a person, don't know if it's boy or girl, sorry, so I'll simply say a human being that I added earlier today. I spotted their little tunnel of love design, and I liked it, because I think what one Mastiff has put together is definitely the idea of a tunnel of love, as this particular tunnel takes us all the way up to the design itself. Hit the follow button, because remember, you must be following the channel if you want to win this giveaway, okay? No, if you're not following the channel, even if it draws you, it won't draw you, it'll just go straight on. So let's have a look at this last little design here. This basically makes a good feature of the little Valentine's Day tunnels that we had, the little kind of like love hoop, or the little hooplet, as I like to call them, and you literally kind of go through the tunnel all the way. It's another inventive use of the queuing system that we saw, that we kind of saw earlier on, and it kind of winds its ways around past various kind of shops and statues and cupids and things. A nice kind of tasteful use of the pink fountain. Not so they haven't got loads of decorations here. We've just kind of got one, but sometimes that makes it kind of shine out just a little bit more. And then of course the pathway nicely connected up to the stairs, leading up to the ride itself, which works really, really well, and I think that's one of my favourite designs of the evening there, and it's giving a really nicely decorated queuing system, and even Jenny Bunny is saying, "Oh, that's lovely," and DePimp, sorry, says, "Looks like a lot of couples will stop and kiss before hitting the tunnel of love." Indeed, and yes, it is a long path, no fear, but then again, theme parks normally do. It looks like one Mastiff is having the same problem that a lot of us have, is that that certain parts of the theme park are decorated and other parts are completely abandoned. I think I've only ever seen maybe 3 or 4 completely finished Krustylands, with every kind of ride in it. So it's something that a lot of people have kind of stepped away from in some way. Okay, you've got about 60 seconds left on the giveaway. Exclamation mark, raffle ticket, and make sure you're following the channel. So that is it for Tunnel of Love, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that has inspired you. I hope you're going to load up your Krustylands and go and have a little fiddle. What would you guys like to do next week? I mentioned the park earlier on. Lots of people have asked me to spend a week looking at Springfield parks. So I haven't got an alternative for you because I haven't thought of one out in advance. But why don't you give me a general feel? If you'd like the park, say the word park. If you'd like something else, say something else. And then I'll go away and have a little think about it based on what kind of feedback we have. Mint Octopus says Wookie needs to be Chewbacca in the movie. Well, with that voice, definitely needs to be. Okay, I'm going to close the raffle in 10 seconds. This is your last chance to hit that follow button. Oh, it looks like Sanjay's ready to speak. I'm about to say something, and Nafasi has never said, I quit. I'm about to say something that I can't pronounce this, and Nahasha P. Matiliptian has said many times, "You're fired. Turn in your keys, you got an Employee of the Month mug." What are you going to do with that? Probably get up on the roof and stop looters. No, I meant the mug. Target practice for shooting looters. That's how you treat the best employee you've ever had. Oh, I would never be that mean to the cardboard cutout. Your heart is as cold as your defective red hots. I have no brother. Then I will say goodbye to you as coldly as I do to my customers. Thank you. Come again. Make a perfume for 16 hours. Wow, that's some serious heart disease going on there. Make Sanjay sulk for 16 hours. Well, you know we've all done that. You know that we have all done that. Closing the raffle. Right, let's get a feedback from some of you guys. Park, something else, parks. Right, I'm seeing 5 people for parks and 1 person for something else. So it looks like we're going for the park. Although a few of you have said Homer's graves, but I haven't got any of those. So I'm not sure what we'd do with Homer's grave as well. I mean, that we wouldn't do a graveyard. We could do graveyards another time, which you can incorporate those into. So it looks like next week we're going to be doing parks. I'll put a thread up, but get your brains thinking, or maybe get your designs improving. We'll be looking at Springfield Park. Right. Did I close the raffle, or did I just think about closing the raffle? No, I did close the raffle. Okay, we have sold a whopping 2,353 tickets. Wow. I hope you've had a great time on the show this evening. The stream is not over. After we finish tonight, I'm going to be doing a little bit of Terraria. I'll take a 5-minute break. I'll get a bit of drink and stuff, but I'll be back on doing some Terraria. So if you fancy watching me dig some cheese, come back and join us in a few minutes. Get a drink and return. Addy Gold is still being dished out. Ooh, one last thing before I do this draw. If you would like yourself some bonus Addy Gold and you haven't done this already, I'll give you 100 Addy Gold for free. If you follow me on Twitch and on Twitter and on YouTube. Okay, if you follow me on all 3, then I will give you 100 Addy Gold free. Only as a one-off thing, not on a kind of a regular basis. But as a one-off Addy Gold, as one-off 100 Addy Gold for following me on Twitter, on Twitch, and on YouTube. I'll just post a little blog there that I wrote out the details. I've got a little because you need to send me the details in a certain way, because I need to be able to see your YouTube URL, I need to be able to see your Twitter account, I need to be able to see your Twitch name, and I'll check that you're subscribed to all 3, and then I'll put 100 Addy Gold on. You may need to check your YouTube privacy settings, because there is a little switch in the settings where you can make your subscriptions private. And obviously, if you're not following me already, you'll need to hit those follow buttons before I will do it. So if you would like 100 Addy Gold for free, follow me on all 3 and send me a Twitch message about it. Let me know. If you follow that link that I pasted into the stream, I'll just paste it one more time. Follow that link. It'll give you all the sites that you need. They're at the bottom of the screen, actually. You can grab them there as well. You can also follow me on Facebook and on Google, but those aren't part of this promotion for reasons that I'm not going to go into here. But if you'd like 100 Addy Gold for next week's for next week's stream, or any of the streams throughout the week, then do come and get involved. I'm streaming quite a lot at the moment because I'm off work for another week, so do come back to the TheAdiposeTV another time and you'll enjoy what you see. Right, the tombola is running. A massive good luck to everyone. I wish you all the luck in the world, because one of you is going home with some extra donuts. I will probably try, depending on where you are in the world, I'll probably sort this out tomorrow morning, because I might need to do some kind of research on kind of stores and things like that. So, and if you're a winner, you need to listen to me carefully after you've won to find out exactly what you need to do, so I can get you your prize. Good luck to everyone. 5 and a 4 and a 3 and a 2 and a 1. Tonight's winner is...
Oh, yeah!
Jenny Bunny. Congratulations, my little friend. You have won yourself either an iTunes or a Google Play voucher. Well done. I wonder how many tickets she bought. Let me just have a little look. She bought herself 200 tickets. So it does show the more you watch the channel, the more tickets the more you watch the channel, the more gold you've got, then the more you are able to get involved. So Jenny, what I need you to do is you need to message me. You need to tell me whether you want it for iTunes or Android. You need to tell me what store it is, UK, Sweden, France, America, Canada, or whatever. And you need to tell me, I think it's the email address or the account that's associated with it, but we'll chat a little bit over on through Twitch direct message, and I will get that sorted for you. All right, commiserations if you didn't win, but don't worry, we'll be doing it again. But tell your friends, do me a favor, tell your friends that the stream's going on and that there's a giveaway, and that they'll have a great time if they come. Thanks again to Wookie for joining me tonight, and thanks to the mods for keeping everyone in order, and thank you for you for being here. I'll be back on in about 5 minutes doing some Terraria for probably about 50 minutes or so, and it'd be great if you join me for that. But if you're leaving, farewell, and if you're coming back, grab a shovel, because we got some digging to do. Take care, my friends.